Okay,
Oh, we look good. Look at that.
we look
Beautiful.
good, bro. Yeah.
I even
didn't-
changed my colors to match yours.
Dude, my manager and Yuli and everybody that worked, they didn't even tell me that this was all like all these I'm seeing all this stuff for the first time. Wow. Okay. Hello.
Well, listen, I had to crash the stream. I appreciate you and the M fam letting me crash the stream
All
for
day,
a few
man.
minutes because this is big news, right? Like, I had to come to you so I could get the first interview with you after this incredible announcement that you're partnering with Activision officially for the MFAM Gauntlet. You've been doing this tournament for a few months now, and now the prize pool's up to $100,000. Like, when did these conversations start, Nick? Like, when did you first hear that Activision was interested in partnering with you?
Dude, this a lot of credit goes to Justin, my manager. You've met him. I mean, we do what we do on the stream, and he does a really good job at like, just turning things that we want to do into something real. You know what I mean? So the subscriber tournaments and the community stuff that we've done on stream for years and years and years, that's something that I'm passionate about. So Jay and me talk, and we say how can we bring these things to a new level, and then the rest is history.
You have grown like exponentially, right? Your MFAM has really supported you, particularly in 2020, man. As soon as Warzone dropped, like you look at your average viewership and it just skyrocketed this year. What is it about Warzone that makes it so interesting for you, but also just as like interesting as a content play?
Dude, I really don't know, man. I can just tell you that the game itself is a really good game. And that comes from, I just think, bro, I've been gaming for so long. I've been playing shooters since I was a little kid. And like, you can just get a feel for when a game is really good or not. And this game just kind of has it all. There's a flow and a pace, the guns, the map, the movement. When you put it all together, either you got a good game or you don't. And this is a really good game.
So what is it about the MFAM Gauntlet in particular? We have so many Warzone tournaments, bro. Like even since the pandemic, right? We see a charity tournament popping up all the time. Every single day it seems like, and it seems like the same group of people, athletes and celebrities. You name a Warzone tournament and we can probably name you 8 or 10 people that are going to be involved, right? Like what is it about the MFAM Gauntlet that is just crushing it, that is just obliterating the numbers and being so successful? What do you think?
Bro, it's got to be the community, man. It's got to be just the people in the stream, all of us together, just our energy. When we do a tournament, people show up, man. I mean, the numbers don't lie. I mean, a lot of people show up. They're involved. They're invested. Passion's a real thing. And when I'm playing these tournaments, when me and Swag are balling out, playing these dual tournaments, and we win a big tournament like that, you can feel the energy in the chat. You can see them get into it. You can feel us get into it. Everybody's going crazy. We're all happy. And then they want to be like, all right, well, I want to do this too. So I say, okay, let's do it. And then we make tournaments, that they can compete in. And then they're getting that same feeling, when they're close to a finals of a tournament and they're in a bot race and they're fragging out and doing their thing. I think passion and just the people in the community has to be the right answer.
So tell me about the format. It used to be a month-long thing, right? You used to have qualifiers and then one main event. Now you're going to have 4 straight weeks of qualifier main event every single week. The prize pool is increased. Activision is involved. Let's start with Activision. Like, what else is Activision going to be doing for the tournament? I heard something about promotion, obviously the prize pool. What is this partnership going to look like?
Oh, dude, I have no idea. Like, they weren't even involved with the beginning one, and they were still promoting it and showing love, which is, I appreciate that a lot more than they probably know. Like, when I woke up that one day and I saw them tweet out, and on their tweet it talked about all their tournaments over the next month, and I saw the MFAM Gauntlet on there, and I didn't even know it was going to be on there. I was like, oh my God, So promo and all that stuff is great and huge, but I have no idea. I'm so happy to be involved with these guys, and I love the support that they've given me so far. So I'm excited.
So the first qualifier is going to start July 13th. The main event of that week is going to start July 15th.
Right.
It's going to be a 4-week affair. It's called the MFAM Gauntlet, as you know. We've heard a lot of celebrities and athletes be involved, especially in June. We saw Tariq Cohen involved. We saw Crim6 involved. There were many pro players, influencers, content creators, athletes as well.
Dude,
Can you give us
of
some
them,
names?
a lot of them are starting to stream now. They're starting to stream.
Yeah.
They're starting to game. It's becoming more popular and more of a thing that that's accepted and preached on and stuff. And I love that. So if they're playing, they're doing their thing. Dude, they have an invite to my house, man. You know what I mean?
Do you have any names locked in already, or is it going to grow organically?
It's going to grow organically. I mean,
Okay.
there's a long list of people, but it's all like a lot of them. I hit up a homie who was playing basketball the other day. He said, bro, I have practice that day." I'm like, "Oh, man." So it's a real thing, man. You know, if they're free and they're down to play, then cool. You know.
Couple more questions for you. And by the way, I want to tell everybody that we have a limited time here because we know the MFAM wants to watch you get some dubs in Warzone, so we don't want to take too much of your time.
Take your time, bro.
I do want to say that we would love to invite you to ESPN Esports at some point because we want to do a long sit down. We have never had the chance to do that. When we met in Atlanta, I was asking you silly questions like, do penguins have knees?
I remember that. I remember that.
Your answer was the best one, by the way. Well, you had the best answer. You said they have bones in their wings and they beat the crap out of each other.
Remember that?
The right answer. That was the right answer.
Did you go on YouTube and actually look at what I was talking about?
Yeah, I researched.
Dude, it's unbelievable, man.
Capital J journalism is what I did there, yeah.
Okay.
I tried my best, you know what I'm saying?
All
but
right.
Listen, one thing I want to ask, the chat's wondering about the steakhouse. I was watching your stream before I came on. Are you going to tell us or not?
I can't tell you. No, that's our low-key spot. Emu and I, you know, we go all over the place, and we get a lot of love, man. Everybody here has been so nice. But that's the one place that we go where just nobody knows who we are. Nobody knows what's going on. It's the one place, and it's awesome. We go there, we eat our steak, and we see the little lady. It's just great, man. It's a really cool vibe. So I can't tell him. I want to tell him because it's the best steak I've had. I've been to Vegas. I've been Top Steak. I've been to LA. I've never had a steak like this. It's the best one. But I can't tell him.
All right, fair enough. You got to keep some secrets. Maybe you're going to keep this secret as well. My last question for you, I have to ask because you got this really random, mysterious donation. Do you think that was Doc, that donation you got earlier this week?
I don't know. It looked like it. It felt like it, but I don't know. He said if it was him, he said some interesting things. I didn't go back and look.
Have you talked to him?
Haven't talked to him. I sent him a DM like the day after saying, "Hey man, just keep your head up, you know. I hope it all is good and yada yada yada, you know." But other than that, I haven't heard from him. So
this is crazy, isn't it? Like, have you ever seen anything like this in gaming before? Ever?
Dude, gaming's growing, and there's been a lot of crazy stuff going on too. So you just got to bob and weave, and you got to stay up. You know, it's tough.
Yeah. I mean, I have been watching. The last thing I'll say is I've been watching some of your streams, and you mentioned this whole, like, we'll find out in 2 months. Like, do you know more than the public knows?
I was just kidding. Like,
okay.
The people we were playing with, man, like, they troll a lot. Symphony and Timitab, man, those guys. And Symph was saying, he's always bullshitting about hacking and stuff like that. So Tim was telling everybody that I knew, and I was like, yeah, I'll tell you in 2 months. We're literally just trolling and around.
All right. Well, NickMercs, thank you very much for joining us here. Listen, we're inviting you over to ESPN Esports. We want to do a sit-down, learn more about NickMercs and also Nick Kolcheff, the man. We invite the MFAM to join us there as well at some point, maybe this week. Please join us. Maybe a little bit later this week. We'll make it happen, all right?
Maybe. Appreciate you, man. Thank you.
Appreciate you, Nick. Take care.
Take care, buddy.